Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, Alpha Traders. Here we are once again, the next episode from the crypto caravan within this clown world. I don't know how the other way to put it. I can't even look at news on YouTube or any social media anymore. It's so clowned up. And here we are, trading Bitcoin in the midst of it all. We're looking at our alpha trading volatility range estimator here. I talked yesterday. I said the daily range was probably going to move up a little bit. It did. I thought it was going to tighten up a lot more than it did. You can see it did tighten up, but I was thinking it was going to be more about $100 range. It ended up being about 300. So it dropped literally about $100. That's still good for a nice trending day. Immediately, the BTC dataset rejected on two 15-minute candles from the bottom side of that range. So that range got tested, came down. Price action found support around the first support level of that daily price action volatility range and bounced. But then we got back down below this red dotted line is the first or the second resistance level for the weekly volatility range. So kind of rejected there a little bit, but then got a nice bounce off of the bottom side of the 68.3 Laplace distribution range. Ran out one more time. The bears defended the bottom side of this daily price action volatility range. Then there's the drop. There's the drop I've been talking about, right? Since the beginning of the freaking week, since the beginning of the month, BTC was going to come down and test this range down here right around 42K. Did it? Of course it did. It even dropped down a little bit below. And the fact that the first standard deviation normal distribution was right on top of that area, that was kind of a no-brainer, right? That would have been in this short right here. This would have been a great place to take profit. I would have probably front ran this area probably by about $50. That wick would be right there, right? I would have taken that profit. So that would have been a nice trade. And then just at that point, I'm waiting to see it shake out probably throughout the daily close. And this happened. When did we get the dump? Right when the traditional markets were getting ready to open up. All right, down we go. Now that they're closed, looks like BTC is trying to push back up to the top side. This is an important area right here, the top side of this monthly. If the bulls can't keep price action above here, these bears, they're going to push it down to the center down here, 41,160, which is right around where the 4-hour reverse wave trend is, right? It'd probably get a wick below it right to about here. And if BTC does not find support on that reverse wave trend, guys, same thing's going to happen again, right? It drop right back down here to the reverse Fisher. That's a little under 40K. So we're just going to have to let this play out, trade that low time frame volatility and see how this plays out going this last 4-hour candle of the day. So let me pop over here real quick. Let's see what this looks like on a 90-minute. 4-hour definitely has a lot of bull div between the returns and price action. 90-minute, there's a lot of bull div on the log return Z-score. Let's check out the entropy. Let's check out the volatility. Okay. 90-minute volatility Volatility is expanding, positively correlated. Z-score of historical volatility is rising, heading into positive correlation. Entropy is heading into randomness, losing its correlation to the downside. The only thing that's not matching up, these three are all in confluence with each other, saying price on these last couple 90-minute candles is probably going to go to the top side. We're contracting. The entropy percentile, though, is contracting, heading into positive correlation. So either this is going to spike back up here at the close of the day, and we're going to get a move back to the top side, or this entropy percentile will continue to contract, heading stronger into positive correlation, and you'll see the volatility and the entropy indicator switch up. You'll just probably see this go into a stronger correlation to the downside as it's going back into randomness. We're this 90-minute though, right now, right? We're talking about been building bull div since right about the bottom of this data set right here on the 90-minute, been building bull divergence on the log return Z-score. Now here recently, bull div on the returns oscillator. And the returns oscillator right now is at the second standard deviation band, pushing it right now. The fissures are starting to turn up. DLP is losing it's losing its strength to the downside. This actually looks pretty good. Let's see if it can break the Gaussian mean on the deviation bands. That's right around 42.5 area. Another $100. That's not a problem for Bitcoin. Drop to the 45. Probably going to see a lot of bull div here. Yeah, bull div on everything probably. Returns oscillator, log return Z-score, DLP, bull div on all three of them. Fissures are turning up, right? And this is what I'll look for, right? You can start building bull div and stuff. When I see both the fissures turn up like that, that's usually a good sign this baby's going to start heading back up to the top side. In my opinion, we all read these differently. And the 15 minutes. Fissures are both going up. There's no bear div whatsoever on the returns oscillator, log return Z-score. First, right here in the 15-minute, we were having a outlier on the variance. Now it's an outlier to the downside, though, on this new 15-minute candle that we literally just got a minute ago. Let's see if that changes back up. Or this rejection here after reverse wave trend, this pushes us back down. Wouldn't be a bit surprised to see a run up here first. That's 42.7 almost. Look at that nice rejection though in the 15-minute. I mean, reverse fissure to the dollar. Whoop! Down we go. All right, that was at 6 o'clock this morning. So pretty much pre-market, BTC was running the top side about a half hour before traditional markets opened up. Boom, it hits the reverse fissure and rejects. Down, down, down. Down, down, down. And as I showed before, that's this area right here. I would have front ran this area and that wick right there would have got it. Would have got my profit right there. And if not, that would be an area where I probably would have just marketed out of that position. To be honest, after that wick, that was pulling up and it would have been a good idea. Look at that next 15-minute, all right? Did it come back down farther? Sure, but yeah, we're all about profit. We don't have to be greedy. We're talking about even if we get in at that candle close, right at about 44K. I mean, we're talking easy $1,500 of profit. Let me see here on your distribution screen for Laplace. Okay, you're talking on this chart, right? Yep. Okay, so my crosses, like the blue cross and the white crosses, those are daily levels. The skinny blue and white lines are 4-hour multi-time frame. So I've got the dailies on one, both normal distributions in blue, Laplace is white, and then the same on the 4-hour. Normal distributions blue, Laplace is white. So I've got that set up. And I don't even have the updated normal. It's got both of them. But yeah, that's how I've got that baby set up. And it works pretty damn well. Boy, I'm surprised though, right? On these 4 hours, none of them got tapped. They got ran through big time all over the place. Usually you'll see some nice bounces off those 4 hours. None of them really did any justice. Um, I think we were getting they were just trying, the algos were just shook up a little bit, trying to figure out, look, we got to go down and test this area 100%. They got overridden right here. Bears took over. Boom. Bulls are trying to take over now. This last 4 hour candle, though, I wouldn't be a bit surprised. Maybe come up here, reject off that 4 hour, right? 1 SD to the top side. That would make some sense. Nothing's been hit all day on those 4 hours. Even the daily, right? Even the daily, we blew through the 68.3. Got a nice bounce here, got a nice bounce here, but right here, candles closed below. This would have been a good opportunity right here for those bears to run that thing deep. But they picked it up, got some support, but then rejected again off of that daily range. Down we go. But if these bulls are serious, this will probably be the low. If they're not, trust me, these bears are going to push this thing down. Here's the thing right now. New daily price action volatility range is going to be around probably 42.8, right in this area somewhere. I'm looking, yeah, probably right in here the range is going to be. And so they're going to try to push this price action. The bulls want this price action to close inside this first support level, the daily price action volatility range. And that'll lock in that data set closing above that new daily, because that's what they want. What do the bears want? They want this again. They want price action opening up below the daily. Then they use that as a point to reject price action from. Same thing, the bulls want to open up above it and use it as a bounce point. So this will be interesting. What is it, Thursday? So I believe it's Thursday. Yes. Hello. I know what day it is. It's a miracle. So yeah, this is a pivotal day, in my opinion, to see how this weekend's going to shake out. The bulls going into the weekend, they're going to want to start making this push up here. Like I said, it's like 46.7 area. This is the last resistance level of that weekly price action volatility range. The rest of the day today, if they can close up above this, I could definitely see a nice couple $1,000 move back up into this area somewhere to give that a good test before the weekend. The weekends have been pretty slow lately, so I don't expect much to happen, especially with everybody freaked out in the world about all the situations we have going on. Let's see here. The algos never stop though, do they? No, sir. Same people running those algos are the same people manipulating the news, making everybody scramble around. The billionaires are billionaires for a reason. They're good at what they do. Give in to their asses. So can't give in to them. Let's see here. But once again, and I'm telling you, by the end of this week, BTC needs to push up here, right? Close up here above. This is the second standard deviation at about 44.7. The 95 Laplace is at 44.9. Bitcoin can close this weekly candle above the mean of this projection. It is on. I don't care what YouTube Jimmy's out there saying. There's been too many attempts. Boom, boom, boom. The bears will flip, right? The bears will flip their algos. They'll join the crew. They're going to want to make that $10,000 run up to the top side of this 68.3 projection. And every week that goes by, this projection's getting higher and higher to pass the mean of this projection. Right? From the 60 to 29K dump. We get up above there. I've been talking about it. We're gonna start moving again. This thing is going to start moving up towards this 95.4, new all-time highs, probably break 100K. So yet to be seen. Okay, let me read this. Nice, nice. Yeah, I love the Wolfsbane indicator. You've got it definitely set up right. I just have broken it apart just for these streams. When I try to explain that on stream, or if somebody on YouTube's watching it for the first time, they see an indicator like that and they're just like, okay, I don't even know what the hell's going on now. What is this thing? Yep. Yeah. Oh, that's a good looking. Let me blow that up real quick. For sure. For sure. Now that looks good. Looks real good. Yeah, Yashin, Seiron. Yeah. Pull that back up. See, boom, boom. Oh yeah. I see what you're saying. W, lower level, lower level. What do you have that higher time frame one set on? On that reverse wave trend? Okay. Nice. Nice. Yeah, for sure. For sure, Seiren. Yeah, definitely shout out to those guys. Powerful. Check his 12-hour real quick. Charts are cooperating today, apparently. Well, that's real nice right now. If you look at the 12-hour returns oscillator, setting up some nice hidden bull. Nice hidden bull. As the variance is starting to climb again. This is what's great about the variance. Had an outlier on the 12-hour, moved this price all the way back up, came back down, negatively correlated. So the price action continued to walk up even to that wick right here at the bottom when it pulled back. That was coming down, positively correlated right there. But now, boom, it's heading back up, positively correlated, setting up some in bull div. Log return Z-score never made it up into these higher regions. The Fishers are both turned down, though. Both turned down. There is no divergence on the DLP. There's no bear div at all anywhere on any indicator on the 12-hour. So I would imagine this baby's probably, depends on where we close the day. If this thing can get up there and close, get up here and close back inside the 68.3, there's a real high probability this return oscillator will turn up with that hidden bull, and we will go in through the evening and tomorrow going into the weekend, or going into the close of traditional markets for the week, probably on a move to the top side. See if Bitcoin's got it in it. Get up there on that 46.5, 46.6. Nice. Yeah. Definitely. The 1 minute's a good chart, man. I mean, there's a ton of volatility, and these are the tools. That's why when I see people in traditional TA and they're like, "Oh, we're going to go trade to 1 minute," I'm just like, I just kind of giggle. Like, good luck. How the hell you think you're going to do that? Show me your edge. Show me your edge. You tell them you want to see their P&L and their edge, and crickets, radio silence. They'll never show you. They will never show you that stuff. It's like, well, you're always talking shit about it. You think you're proud about your edge, but they know it's the edge of a cliff. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, P-Funk. Let's see here. When did we get a 2-day? Today. Get a new 2-day today. See that data set, man. Is that a lower low? Beautiful. No div. No div on the returns oscillator. It is a higher high. So that is good to see, especially if Bitcoin can just see on the 2-day, it tried to get above that reverse wave trend and that 99 length variance log moving average. Pop over here real quick. This on the 2-day. Yes. We're glad you found us too, man. You are definitely you're just the type of person. This is why we do this. Some people are going to understand. Some people are not going to understand this, especially retail traders. especially retail traders. They're going to look at this and be like, well, no, thank you. 99.9% of the indicators on TradingView are all traditional TA. They'd rather use RSI and stochastics and MACD and all that crap and watch YouTube Jimmy. And well, what do you have to say? Well, he thinks the price is going to the top side. Oh, well, then I guess we should get in longs. Then they're going to swing trade, right? They're going to trade macro time frames, things like that. Can't do that with Bitcoin. Holy shit. You can't do that in any market. That's where they get lost. That's why you get some of these people on YouTube, they're telling you, well, the safest trade, just trade the high time frames, you'll be okay. No, you won't be okay. Now, if you're going to just buy and hold, those people in the long run are going to end up winning, right? Especially these markets have done nothing but go to the top side, 100%. I mean, Jesus, look at NASDAQ and SPY since 2008. Ridiculous, straight to the top. Bitcoin, since its inception, right around that same time, right to the top. I mean, Christ, Bitcoin went from a penny to $70,000. Pretty crazy. Pretty freaking nuts. So we did this 2-day candle rejected off that 99 length variance log moving average. If this price action on the 2-day can stay above the 33 length right here, and while that returns oscillator on the 2-day over the next, I don't know, even through next week, by looking at this, this price action could stay a little stagnant here. It really could, considering that return oscillator is coming down. Seeing that, I would almost have to say this price could drop lower, or this price action is going to fluctuate in between that 33 and 99 length variance log moving average, why this does a little bit of a bullish reset. All right, maybe comes down, gets a little bit below the zero mean here and creates some hidden bull div. Let me see. Just trying for the people on YouTube, just trying to cover all those time frames. And trust me, because if I'm trading intraday and I see what you're saying, it does get confusing because I'm mixing in some macro stuff. But when I'm literally actively trading at the beginning of the day, I look at that 4-hour for a little bit of bias on direction. And then I'm doing nothing but looking 90, 45, 15, 5-minute, 1-minute, down in that range. That's a flow. Yep, for sure. 100%. But I'll jump up here just for because people like to know about that stuff too. And especially when I see something like this on this high time frame, that'll kind of give me an idea of what to expect, to be honest. Especially like, let's drop down the 4-hour. See that down in the 4-hour telling me this thing's probably going to pop. And so when I'm seeing that, but I look at that 2-day return oscillator coming down, we could literally maybe going into the almost, I would think probably 3 or 4 2-day candles. So we're talking about another week. This price action could be in a couple $1,000 range while that 2 days resetting. And so that's going to make it easier for me to go to that 4-hour and be like, okay, where's my bias right now going into tomorrow? Seeing that bull div on the 4-hour, it's going to probably be to the top side. Probably going to be to the top side. I want to see this, especially if this entropy percentile continues to expand. and it's starting to slope up, positively correlated. If this really starts to charge and we get one of these bad boys here where it's really erect, starts moving to the top side, dropping into trend. See that entropy drop into trend? Because definitely we're heading in positive, the slope, the correlation of the volatility is definitely sloping positive as it is expanding. That is a good sign. Then again, 42.9 area. 42.9 area is the 4-hour Gaussian mean. Rode that baby up, whoop, drop back behind it, boom, got to get back up above it. That would be very nice. And then we're looking at first standard deviation band, 45.6. T5.6. It's probably right in this area. So we'll have to see. And that's actually looking like if we get a new daily range around here, it's going to be right around the standard deviation on the daily. That 1 SD in the 4-hour band. I'd be right there somewhere. Let's take a peek here real quick. Let's see what. Let's bounce over to SPY. And I do remember yesterday talking about pre-market, right? SPY popping up here. Didn't get as high as I thought. I was looking for more like 444 region up here, but it did. It popped a little bit. And then immediate started rejecting, right? So was Bitcoin. That's right when Bitcoin spilled out. And look where SPY is finding some support right on the bottom of the monthly range right here. Pretty much all the candle closes are right on it. And right at today, last 15-minute candle, whoop, had a nice pop right to the top. Go over here and see how these indicators close today. Yeah, well, bear div. Tell you what, the volatility, if we get a lot of volatilities in the SPY, it'll pop. Did it close above? It did. It closed above the Gaussian mean. That's good. That's good. Yeah. I bet this thing pops tomorrow. I bet it does. If there's any hidden, I have a feeling there's going to be on the returns oscillator. No, there's not. Actually, no. No div on either side, actually. Little bit, but that's the top. No, I'm gonna say no. The entropy though on the 90 minutes definitely heading back into randomness, illusionless correlation, but the entropy percentile is contracting, negatively correlated. Historical volatility z-score negatively correlated, coming down. Yeah, just like I saw before, if a lot of volatility comes in, this thing is going to the top side. Probably going to go back up here. I still think at some point we're going to come up. Actually, it's a little wet just tomorrow, huh? That's the top of the weekly right there. The bottom of the monthly supported it. I'm a little surprised this didn't get tested, to be honest. So there's only 1 day left. I mean, that would be a massive day for SPY tomorrow to jump 10 points. We'll have to see how that. Yep, you're welcome. That we'll have to see how that plays out. A lot of retail traders are going to get wrecked tomorrow, I think. I mean, as a retail trader, I mean, how do you? That's what cracks me up. How do you make heads or tails of any of this? You don't. Talk about random. Holy crap! They're random markets, literally 80-90% of the time. That's why they're all these big firms are getting into entropy, getting into that entropy. I always thought there were some different ways, there were some different indicators. But as soon as these guys really brought this indicator forward, I was like, okay, we got a winner here. This will stand the test of time. Yep, for sure. Info overload. Yes, all guesses, 100%. Meanwhile, those spirits pop up NASDAQ. So using many futures. And that's got a big pullback, but everything right at the same time. All right, right at the same time, just whoop, flush to the downside. Distribution. It did, but unlike like SPY is back up in the monthly range, Nasdaq is still below it. What a couple of great trades! What a couple of great trades right here. Holy crap on Nasdaq! If you were trading the slow time frame, get this nice bounce off the center of the monthly. Take your profit at the 68.3. I'm sure the charts were showing. Boom, let's get in that short. You could have literally trade Bitcoin, NASDAQ, and SPY all at the same time, take profit right at the same time. What a great day. Anybody that did that. Yeah, those low time frame, that correlation was wrong because pre-market, all three of them faked out to the top side and then dumped immediately. Right. For sure. Jesus. Look at fucking oil. My God, dollar rate a barrel. You got to be shitting me. Boys and girls, we're getting ready to pay a shitload for gas. This administration's got us so screwed up. Our energy policies are so whacked. I don't like politicians at all. At least Trump was fucking getting us energy fucking independent. This is a joke. Up in Tahoe right now, so regular gas is over $6 a gallon. Down here in Carson, it's only about 4. I mean, obviously, you always get gouged up in the mountains by $2 difference. You should see. I mean, these gas stations are packed down there. Everybody's coming out of the mountain and getting gas down here, saving $2 a gallon. Yeah, Detroit 349. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Let's see. Go. The weekly actually looks good. Weekly's coming off of some nice bull div on the log return Z score. Also, returns oscillator. Even, I mean, I've got this unsmoothed on a really low length and it didn't even get a bottom right there. So, but you've got bull div on the DLP and the log return Z score on the weekly. These fishers are down here messing around with these lower standard deviation bands. Entropy percentile coming into next week. If this thing expands, you can see a nice pop, a real nice pop. Contracting volatility, negatively correlated. The variance is definitely turning to the top side. Let's see, man, it's kind of hovering in between the reverse Fisher, reverse wave trend. NASDAQ can get back up above like 14.6. It's going to run. That's what I'm seeing on the weekly. Yeah, it does look all right. Let me see if SPY is saying the same thing. And the weekly candles look great. Weekly candles do look great. Same thing. Same thing. DLP, yep. So we got bull div on the SPY too. Entropy percentiles are not as contracted as NASDAQ, but that's okay. I mean, SPY can pop. They're both positively correlated. Let's see, boy, that correlation's building to the downside on SPY. What did that look like on NASDAQ? Come on, you. That about the same. About the same. I'll tell you, if the entropy percentile starts to expand, you'll see that correlation change to the top side. I'll tell you what, SPY's above it. SPY closed above the reverse wave trend. I'm telling you, man, I think these things are going to pop. I think they're going to pop. SPY and Bitcoin are just going to drag NASDAQ's ass with it because it's definitely below. Yeah, had a nice rejection right there too. Had that bad week. Went up, got a wick above, dumped back down, wick back up the reverse wave trend, dumped out, dumped hard. But this looks really good, especially with the bull div I'm seeing. DLP and log return Z score. Returns oscillator a little bit. Considering there wasn't a bottom put in on either one of them, NASDAQ or SPY, I'm not taking this hidden bear very seriously. If anything, I could see this return oscillator pop. It's low. Let's get perspective. All right, this thing's got a lot of room to run on the weekly. So tomorrow's price action, I'll tell you what. If NASDAQ can close tomorrow up above its monthly range, it is on. SPY is right at the top, correct? SPY closed right under the top of the monthly. Yep. Yeah, I would be willing to say you're probably going to see a big jump pre-market. I would not doubt it at all to see up around 440 and maybe start really pushing. That would be my bias anyway from what I'm seeing on those charts. Yes. Let's see what else. There's that stable coin FTX token. That thing just hovers right around in the 45 range. Over here real quick. How much more did Soul dump out? More blood everywhere. What they say about blood in the streets. It's not a lot of blood, but it's a little bit of blood. Anything you guys want to look at? Want me to look at? Before I call it a day. Look at anything as long as there's a chart on TradingView. Pokemon cards. Yeah, it is. It is tethered to. I've never. Tether is unique. I'll tell you that right now. So there's never really been a legit audit done on it. Oh yeah, there's something definitely going on. No doubt about it. So magic dot. Who wants the dot? Yeah, let's look at dot. See what dot's doing. Yeah, everything dumped out. Everything dumped out this morning, right at 6 a.m. The algos are like, let's go. Rejected right off the bottom of the monthly. There you go. Let's see. Let's look at dot. Jesus. I need a freaking oil change, fuel filter, tire rotation on my freaking truck. My oil changes are $200. Stupid. Thing holds 12 quarts of oil or something. Definitely not going to get a good weekly. Let's see what's 2 day. Yeah, it could. It definitely could. Just get hammered. UPM off. There's no diff. Yeah, a little bit of hidden bear dot on the 2 day. About the daily. Oh, that's real nice. Yeah. Setting up a bunch of hidden bull in these higher time frames. So now let's see here. Going into tomorrow. What is that thinking about? Lots of bull div. That's good to see too. Good to see. Lots of bull div, log return Z score. Oh, yeah. Big time. Especially if this thing were to come down and create one more lower low here and bounce off the zero mean, have all those steps of bull div, man, that could pop, which means Bitcoin's going to pop. Let's see what Sol looks like. Yeah, a lot of bull div. Lots of bull div. The Fishers are still heading up. Yeah, bull div on everything. I like it. Yeah, USDC is definitely safer in my opinion. And it's literally, I mean, Coinbase is regulated to the tits. Yep. Yeah, Armstrong's not going to dick around and get himself in trouble. Yeah, Donnie definitely likes KuCoin. But I like to move around different exchanges. Allegedly. Allegedly I trade on some exchanges. I know, I can't get in on Binance. Hard on FTX too. A lot easier though. People can trade on FTX if they want to. Just have to have a nice little phone number. Got a grandma that lives in Germany or something. Yeah, you got to do like a who was that? Sixon. Yeah, Gemini. And that's the thing here coming up. I mean, these U.S. regulators are going to make it almost impossible for U.S. citizens to do any type of trade. You're going to be able to go in, just trade spot, trade freaking spot. But I know that as soon as Bitcoin can, when Bitcoin gets the Bitcoin with the where it's settled, the ETF that's settled in Bitcoin, things will change a lot. Things will change a lot. I know. I'm pretty sure Tasty Trade on the Tastyworks platform, right? You can trade some crypto and stuff. Yep, Bybit. MJ likes Femex. Femex is pretty easy to get an account on there. Obviously, I'm pretty sure you got to send your driver's license and all that kinds of stuff. Trade station. I'll look into that. Yeah, because when I get back to my property and I get my when I get my office set up, yeah, I'm looking to get some brokerage. I want to trade fucking options. I'm not gonna lie. That's what I want to do. I want to trade options. Nice. Okay. Cool. I'll definitely check it out. We'll definitely check that out. That's sold. It's sold on the daily though. Oh, nice. Nice, nice, nice. Um, I mean, like getting in and out of trades, it's not really like swing trading actually, but you are in your positions a lot longer, especially if you know how to leg up on them. Because at some point, it's not like you wake up and you're just like, hey, I'm going to go put on a freaking iron condor, or hey, I'm going to go put on a butterfly or anything like that. You're literally either selling puts, selling calls, buying calls. And then as Bitcoin does what Bitcoin does, or what any other asset, it's all about uh, capping your risk and locking in profit. Yeah, that's what I like about when I got kicked off of Durabit, I was very pissed off because that's BTC option heaven. Literally 90% or something. Almost 90% of BTC option liquidity is on Durabit right now. That's all going to change as soon as they probably get this BTC backed ETF. Yeah, Bitrix is in Seattle. When I first started in crypto, that was my first exchange for sure. Was Bitrix. Yeah, for sure. This is going to be regulated 100%. All right, we're going to wrap this up though. All right, for all you watchers out there on YouTube, if you're watching Alpha Trading for the first time, we trade volatility, probability, and statistics. We have got a great tight knit group of traders. The link to our Discord is in the description of all of our videos. Come on in, check out the shop channel. There's 2 different levels to our Discord to get you access to the Alpha Trading system. Open up a support ticket, tell us what's on your mind. We will answer any questions you have. As usual, I want to thank everybody that was watching in the Discord live during this stream, and we will see you Friday, tomorrow, 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Everybody have a great morning, afternoon, or evening. See you guys.